What if the Earth suddenly stopped spinning? It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie, but what if it actually happened? Imagine waking up one morning to discover that our planet had completely stopped rotating. No warning, no countdown, just silence. At first, it might not seem like a big deal. After all, we never actually feel the Earth spinning beneath our feet. But in reality, our planet is moving incredibly fast. At the equator, the Earth's surface travels at nearly 1,000 miles per hour. Right now, you and everything around you are already moving at that speed without even noticing. If the Earth suddenly came to a complete stop, you wouldn't stop with it. Everything not firmly anchored to the ground would continue moving at nearly 1,000 miles per hour. Cars, buildings, trees, and even people would be hurled across the landscape with unimaginable force. Entire cities could vanish within seconds as debris filled the air. The oceans would surge across the planet, creating waves far larger than any tsunami in recorded history. These towering walls of water would sweep across continents, flood cities, and permanently reshape the Earth's surface. But even after the initial impact, the real disaster would only be beginning. The atmosphere wouldn't stop spinning along with the Earth. Instead, it would continue moving at nearly its original speed, creating winds of more than 1,000 miles per hour. These powerful winds would rip apart forests, flatten buildings, and turn almost everything in their path into flying debris. Then the oceans would begin to reshape the planet. Today, Earth's rotation causes water to bulge slightly around the equator. Without that rotation, billions of tons of water would slowly rush toward the poles. Some coastlines would disappear beneath the sea, while entirely new land would emerge near the equator. Deep inside the Earth, the core would still be moving. If the surface suddenly stopped while the inner layers continued to rotate, enormous stresses could build up within the planet. The result might be powerful earthquakes, massive volcanic eruptions, and geological activity unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed. And then comes an even greater problem. What happens today and night? If the Earth became permanently locked with one side always facing the sun, our world would be transformed forever. One half of the planet would remain in endless daylight, while the other half would be trapped in eternal darkness. On the sunlit side, temperatures would continue to rise year after year. Rivers and lakes would dry up, the ground would crack, and vast regions would become scorching deserts. Meanwhile, the dark side would never receive another sunrise. Temperatures would plunge far below freezing, causing lakes and eventually large portions of the oceans to freeze beneath enormous layers of ice. The most likely place for life to survive would be the narrow zone between these two extremes, the boundary where permanent day meets permanent night. Temperatures there could remain mild enough for liquid water to exist, making it the best chance for humans to survive. But even that region wouldn't be safe. The dramatic temperature difference between the hot and cold sides would create constant atmospheric chaos. Powerful winds would rush across the planet, fueling enormous storms unlike anything ever recorded in human history. And even if humanity managed to survive all of that, one final danger could make survival even more difficult. Earth's magnetic field, the invisible shield that protects us from harmful solar radiation and cosmic particles, could gradually weaken over time. Without that protection, life on the surface would be exposed to much higher levels of radiation. Humans have survived countless disasters throughout history, but living on a motionless Earth would be one of the greatest challenges our species has ever faced. We might be forced to build underground cities, rely on advanced technology, and completely change the way we live. Fortunately, scientists don't expect anything like this to happen anytime soon. If it ever does, it would likely be billions of years in the future. But here's the real question. If the Earth suddenly stopped spinning tomorrow, what would your survival plan be? Let me know your answer in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another What If adventure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.